Hey, welcome back. This is another video by Bogdan Brzezski where we make algebra easy just for you. In this beautiful video, we will go over the summary steps after long division is completed, and we need to verify to make sure that your question is done correctly. So what do you do in situations like that? So 3 easy check steps after polynomial division is complete. You don't want to walk away from a questions with best hope saying, hopefully I did good. You want to make sure that whatever you did, it was verified and you checked, so you have a confidence that the question will solve properly. So this is the mindset that you want to keep. It's applicable to any areas of your life. To take responsibility for whatever we do, we have to make sure that we verified, we checked, so that we are confident we did it correctly. So the first step you have to follow is multiply quotient by the divisor. So when you do complete the division, like imagine 6 divided by 3 is equal to 2. So you have to say, hey, 2 times 3 is 6. Okay, makes sense. Boom, check. There is a remainder. Not always. If it's there, you add that remainder when you do the verification process, and in the very end you compare degree, so you connect all the dots and you see that this is the coefficients here and there, the degree match is perfect, ta-da, everything is done. So let's go. In this beautiful example, we will walk you through that step. So every time you do the questions, before you walk away, you say, I need to verify it. That's my job, that's my responsibility, that's the new skill set that you have to develop or enforced if you already have those skills. So in this example, the divisor is a cubic polynomial, 2x cubed plus x squared minus 20, 2x plus 20 divided by 2x minus 3. We're going to do the long division here because it's easier, in my opinion, so that we dive into the division. So I just write in this like so, in that form. Division statement, and my answer will be placed in the same line. So first divided by first, right? We know the process. 2x cubed divided by 2x is equal 1x squared, and then you reverse the process, right? You multiply x squared times 2x and x squared times negative 3. You do the subtraction and you proceed to the next step. So important, just if you're just reviewing it, line up everything vertically. Make sure that you account for every placeholder value, so each term is showing in descending degree. That's the order, and my divisor always is expressed in the same fashion. I have everything lined up correctly. So you do the process of the division, right? You divide 4x squared by 2x to get 2x. You reverse, subtract, and in the end, you'll see that there is a remainder, negative 4. So negative 4 out of that denominator x minus 3. So the statement, in the end, you say, okay, I divide this polynomial by this binomial, and I got this result plus the remainder, which is a fraction. It's like 7 divided by 2 is 3, and 1 out of 2 left over. So this makes sense. We always add remainder as a fraction. So check step number 1. Immediately you would say, I need to multiply the divisor times the quotient. So if I were to claim that this is correct, if I were to show that this is correct, I must multiply the result by the divisor. And then in the second step, you would be adding, if applicable, that remainder. So how do you multiply polynomials, you may ask yourself. The same. There's only one algebra rule. Hopefully you're familiar with that by now. If not, so you quickly start with the first and you proceed combining with the second set of bracket for as many times as needed. So I have 1x squared times 2x and times -3. So I'll have to do it twice. Then you proceed to the middle term, 2x times 2x and 2x times -3. So you have to do it 2 times again, and -8 is multiplied by 2x, and -8 is multiplied by -3. Boom. So this is why you have this. And your job now is to simplify, collect like terms, make sure that you're showing it in that descending order. So 2x cubed stays. I have 1x squared minus 22x because of the combination of these two. And 24 is the constant. And you carry down this remainder, right? -4. So this is the result of the multiplication, and add the remainder. So this is the step 2. So they are connected. So they're not like a separate step you do independently. You have to start with the multiplication first because you're checking the division. And then at the same time you're bringing into the game that remainder. So once you add remainder, you will simplify it, right? So you're just essentially combining 24 with -4 and you get 20. And in step 3, you see that you compared both results and you say, hey, I've got exactly what I wanted. So that tells you this question is done correctly. Each time you have a division statement, you do go through the process of division and you verify. Even though they say do not verify, you don't mind that. Extra work, your confidence, your results. Remember. So don't walk away from any questions unless you can verify the results. Hopefully that video helps you to improve your skills in algebra. And before we go, make sure that you go over that practice questions. And don't forget to share, like this video, and any comments, post down below. We'll see you next time.